What's going on, everybody? It's RDV here, and I'm with my paw, Eric Breen.
Hello, son.
How's it going there, Paul? We're gonna talk about some comic book things, things what you call it, these things with the cartoons and the words on them. Uh, yeah, some are good, some are bad, but we're gonna talk about the ones that we're looking forward to, the ones that we think are good, and we're good. Uh, well, yeah. So what's you're talking to me behind the scenes? You're doing some organizing of the comic book collection of your giant vault.
Yeah, just trying to get it organized.
I enjoyed the day. It was nice outside. I could turn the air off, and it wasn't humid or nothing. It was a nice, cool day. And I watched The Hustler. We reviewed that over on Extreme Movie Show. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. Give me the 411 on the books people should be checking out. Oh, demanding. Say please. Some are good, some are bad. Jackson, hello. All right, I'm going to share my screen here, and we'll just start jumping into these.
All right.
Enough of this chit chat, small talk. I mean, I'd love to be on the beach right now and just hanging out with a Baja Blast. No, just kidding, not a Baja Blast. It's gross. Normal, or Mountain Dew. Just read some comic books like Zach is doing right now. But that's why Zach's not here.
He's writing love letters to Gail Simone.
Wait, in like the backup, the people who they have like the newsletters. They have
Golly gee willikers, Miss Simone.
I really love your X-Men book. It's just the bestest. Darn good.
It's better than that Claremont guy.
Wolverine, he said the thing. I'm not the best as I was, or whatever, but I still like it though. I don't know what it was.
Yes, I was the best there is at what I did until Laura came along.
pretty much. Oh man.
Oh look, the first row. Well, I'll tell you what, I must be alone in that boycott because, yeah, Mark Waid right there at the top.
Yeah, but look what's in first place though.
Well, yeah, I expect that.
Ultimate Spider-Man. Crazy. It beat out Nightwing. I would not expect that, considering how many people pull books on here. But
I
look at
I don't like Tom Taylor. I don't. Well, I mean, even if Mark Waid wasn't at DC, I wouldn't be buying any of his books.
Yeah.
But why in the world do you pull him off of that book? Even if he wanted to leave, give him a raise. I mean, as poorly as comics sell, that is always right there at the top every time it comes out.
It is.
I mean, and obviously it's that combination of Tom Taylor and Nightwing because the Titans, doesn't have that.
No, Titans is way down here.
I think I'd want to keep him on. Well, that's a little farther. That's a little closer than I thought it was. So Tom Taylor's got, I take that back. He's got 2 of the top 8 books of the week.
Yeah. Mark Waid and Jamal, or not Jamal, but Josh Williamson. They're also sharing here too as well. Tom King, Al Ewing, I think this is. I'm not sure who that is, but yep. And then we have this is Jonathan Hickman's book, Wolverine Revenge, which actually happens to be my number 5 this week. I was waiting for my page to load here. Greg Capullo doing the art for Wolverine Revenge. Don't know anything it's about. I just saw the names on there. I saw Jonathan Hickman's on here, and I figured, well, I'm going to check it out. It's Wolverine Looks like we got Dinosaur, and we got Greg Capullo doing art. So that sounds good. I probably should do some more research because sometimes these Marvel books are not that great. Wolverine against a cadre of a cadre or cadre? How do you
Cadre.
Cadre. It's just how about did they say a bunch of foes? The simple terms. Why do they got to use these weird words? Who will turn up his world upside down? He's been beaten, he's been bloody, and then Logan has only thought one that's mine: revenge. Prestige miniseries set to become one of the defining tales of Wolverine's storied legend.
What? How many pages is that?
28 pages for $6.
Screw that.
Well, this is the Red Bud.
Well,
The Red Band.
okay.
That's why it's a more. It's got blood and gore. You know when they used to put blood and gore in there in the normal book, and it was still the normal price. Yeah. But
What's the regular? And how do they call it? Prestige used to mean square bound. 64 pages.
Yeah, I know, right? Well,
now, that should say, and this is scary. It should say
polybagged.
prestigious because a prestige format is not standard size.
No, exactly. I agree with you. And because it's polybagged, that's what they're trying to say. It's prestige because it's a polybagged.
But it's not. It should. I would have said prestigious. But
let me look to see what the actual thing is. I think it's probably like $4, $5, or something like that for the normal. That's the Red Band. Here's the normal here. $4.99. So, like I said, it's now look at this. These are the variants for this. There's variants. They only had a 125 because it was the Red Band. So the Red Band has its own variants. Weird. I know, right?
Now, do you need a QR code to get the last page of this?
It gets that revert. I don't know. Thickman's book normally don't.
But don't X books usually do now?
If that's the going thing, I probably won't be getting this. And I have to look. You know what I do? I do look through my books when I'm at the shop. I don't read them, but I look at the interiors to see what it is. Because it's to the point where if I'm going to start paying more and more for, and again, I'm getting less pages, like it should be $3.99. Why is it $5.99? Because, or if it's $4.99. Because of Hickman and Capullo? That's why it's $4.99? I mean, is because Wolverine's so hot right now because he's like Batman. That's why they can justify making you pay $1 more.
Holding the line at $3.99, unless it's something we think might sell more than 10 copies.
We put a good writer on there and a good artist. It might make some money, so we're gonna raise the price up. But yeah, I don't even care for all these extra covers. This is just stupid. Archum, okay. If you want a Stanley Archer Wolverine incentive cover, right click, save as, print out on photo paper. Or put it as a wallpaper on a computer. Like, oh, here's something. Sean Galway. You may recognize this guy. This is the guy who was doing the art on the Teen Titans Go 2004 series that we were reading on the channel. What the heck is this? I guess for Saturday morning variants, but it's this that looks very. His art is it gotten worse or is this more stylized?
I don't know.
He does the covers on the readings, and he was, and then the last one, oh, actually no, the last, I take it back. The Teen Titans book you read with us last night on here on the channel, that last issue with the Slade stuff, that was Sean Galloway was doing the art on that. The book, with the Necronomicon and stuff. Yeah. So it's hard to tell. I mean, if he was now with the way they have the noses that everybody has like been snorting cocaine, this only works if you're drawing like Ducksburg, like DuckTales and stuff. When they have Goof Troop, they have their big noses. It doesn't really work with this. I guess he's supposed to be blushing. That's why his nose is red, but not his cheeks. Wolverine just looks like he's a complete idiot. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was interesting because it's been a while since I've seen that name pop up in actual new books. But anyway, let's go to your number 5, sir.
You get my piece of paper.
Yeah, I get your paper out.
My number 5. Scroll downward, downward, downward. Hopefully not too far.
Is it something I can help you with?
It's something that you'll be getting.
There's red light. Hey, let's go.
That isn't that. There you go.
Nightclub
2.
Is that interesting that when I realized it was called Nightclub 2, I'm like, what the heck? I thought it was just called Nightclub again. It was just going to do a thing. Man. So?
Yep. So that's well, I'll read that. After last year's smash hit series, your favorite vampire superheroes are back. The only problem is they've all fallen out, and Sam's never going to forgive Danny for dating the girl he loves. Is he about to start his own rival vampire gang?
A recap at the end of the last issue. Yes. The lonely fat guy is jealous of the main character because the girl he likes him. So he goes with the guys that they basically bully him, made his life miserable.
It's like that, though.
I know it is. It is like that. It's I like that he says from best-selling award-winning creator Mark Millar, Civil War and Kings. Why do we have Civil War there? Why don't they say Big Game, or why don't they say Kick-Ass or something else? Civil War. These new writers or new readers have not read Civil War. I doubt it. That was so long ago. Anybody's coming into comic books now, like new stuff, they're not going back and reading Civil War. Their Civil War is the MCU. So I always thought that was interesting that they actually put Civil War on there, listing it. But yeah, guys, see, it's not 99 cents anymore. I don't care if it was 99 cents, bro. Look, it's into covers. Jay Lee and Ramirez, the black and white. So, all right, cool. This is actually my number 4. Looking forward to this, man. Like I said, I've been liking this series. After the results of Big Game, we thought they bit the dust, but no, they actually survived, and I'm curious to see what goes on with this. I think it's gonna go for another 6 issues, like the first volume. It's been one of my favorite of Mark's new books. So looking forward to it. Let's go to your number 4.
My number 4. This is a good week because my number 4 is Get Fury.
It is. There's a lot of good books coming this week.
Just enough to fill out my top 5. Yeah, I think this is my guess is this is the team up issue.
The funny thing is I've never seen Garth Dennis's photo before. Even though I buy his books, I'm sure I just never seen his actual photo like that. He kind of looks like the guy would be at the bar drinking.
Yeah, so like I said, was it Frank got a bombshell dropped on him at the end of the issue.
Yep.
It pertains to his buddy. So, let's see what happens in this one. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. It says Castle begins a suicide mission to rescue Nick Fury, but if you don't Frank Castle, he's not usually the one who ends up dead in an impossible situation. CIA, however, don't quite understand Castle's capabilities and employ drastic measures to ensure that Castle and Fury don't leave Hanoi alive. Yep. It's an Ennis book. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed. Get ready to see the Punisher symbol. That'd be funny, though, if they actually do put it in the book. I don't know if they will. Like, is it the one thing you can do? You can do a Get Fury book, but you can't do a Punisher book. You can't do Punisher. There's no Punisher in the book because it's offensive now. But I don't know. I like this. And look, there's no incentive cover. It's just this cover here. That's all you have to get. You know why? Because why would you need anything else? Cool. Alrighty, going to my number 3 for this week. Number 3 for me is another fantastic book. It is Redcoat number 5. Probably my favorite of all the Ghost Machine books. Immortal Mercenaries. Simon Pure is no Einstein. Lucky for him, Simon has the real one helping him. Except this Albert Einstein is 13 years old and still discovering the revolutionary genius he'll grow up to be. But hey, that's a lot smarter than Simon, who needs all the brain power he can get to defeat the hooded cult called the Founding Fathers. They've been hunting Simon for over a century, and now that they have him, what do they tend to do with him? Thomas Jefferson, a bad guy? Yeah, that's the other thing. That was revealed last issue that Thomas Jefferson is the leader of the Founding Fathers.
I thought it was George Washington.
Or was it George Washington? Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm getting confused with the other book. Sorry. There's so many reviews of people. There's Thomas Jefferson was another book, and then it's George Washington. Dude, it's been a crazy ride for these indie books. Just that cover makes me pop. Sharks, dude. Sharks they terrify me. So, his other why does he have a cable gun in this?
Brian Hitch is starting to look like Orson Welles.
Is this Brian Hitch? No, this is Andre Lima.
No, I'm talking about the picture of Brian.
Oh,
yep. Yeah, like if Orson Welles had grown a big gray beard before he got huge,
and then slicked his hair back in a mullet. That's what it looks like. It's looked.
But I've heard a person or two bitch about George Washington being the big bad, and I'm thinking there's been so much in your face SJW bad comics for so many years now that when someone does something clever, it's like it's like a red flag. When that doesn't bother me at all.
No,
because it's a parallel Earth, it's fiction, and who cares?
Yep, and this looks like it might be a wraparound cover because look here, this. I don't know if it's gonna be because you see this, the hand stuff. So maybe it will be. They've been doing that. I love the keeping the go-go checks. But will we have floating heads?
Well, I said I appreciate that Jeff Johns likes the Silver Age. I just wish he hadn't applied it to Superman.
Yeah, hear that. All right, where are we going for your number 3?
We're not going anywhere.
We're staying right here. Nice.
And we're just hit rewind and play it again, and let's go to your number 2.
My number 2. We'll play it again, Sam, because we're going back to your other one. We're going back to Get Fury.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dude, this is just, except it's been a fun book. I really love Gareth Ennis's writing. I love his Punisher. I've got the Omnibus. Anytime I get to see the real Nick Fury, in a book, and you also have Frank Castle, shit's gonna go down, especially Vietnam. And this is the first time I've read something or heard something where there's corrupt CIA in Vietnam. For those that watched Miami Vice, there was a soldier that was smuggling heroin or cocaine out of the country in the body of dead soldiers. So it's nothing new, but I don't know if that's the case here. I think they are doing a drug thing. That's what it was. I can't remember, but dude, I look forward to this. And like I said, anytime I can get Jay Sparrows and Gareth Ennis working together, it's always a pleasure.
Like Publix.
Yeah. We're killing as a pleasure. Alrighty. Where are we going for your number 2 now?
I guess we have 4 of the same 5 this week.
I mean, isn't that crazy?
And I'm guessing that you'll be getting my number 2.
Yep.
Self-help,
Yes.
where everybody's a piece of shit. But who is the least shitty?
Maybe it's the kid. His daughter?
I said, both. I said Jerry's not a good guy, and found out Darren wasn't a good guy, and yeah, he might pay the price for Darren not being a good guy.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to do a little research before you think you've killed somebody to assume their identity, or left someone to die so you can assume their identity. Make sure the identity is worth assuming.
And Jerry Hauser seeks to reinvent his present with the aid of Darren Hart's opportunistic assistant Cassandra. But his past refuses to stay where it belongs, as Jerry's ex-wife and daughter learn when they meet Powder Bob. And nothing good happens to anyone who runs afoul of Powder Bob. Yeah.
Powder or power? I've read it both ways.
I know, right? It's on their both. That's what I said. Powder Bob. Or is it Powder Bob? Well, someone will be taking a powder nap. If there's anything left. Man. And the Stephen Byrne variant. So.
Yeah, I said it's been very pleasant surprise so far. So I'm guessing it's a 4-issue series, so we're halfway through.
Right. Alrighty. Yeah, this will be, it's on my pull list, but it's not on my 5 this week. Because we share another book in common, sir. And I'm gonna count down my 5 through 1. Wolverine Revenge, number 1 was my issue, was number 5. Number 4 was Nightclub, Nightclub 2. Number 3 was Redcoat, number 5. 2 was Get Fury, number 4, and obviously you have the same number 1 as I do, probably most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Ultimate Spider-Man is my number 1 pick of the week. It should not be a surprise. Heck, Marvel should take is a wake up call. Basically, take it. This is letting them know everybody loves this. And now there is the thing though, because there are some of us who just don't like Venom. They don't like symbiotes and all that stuff. It's overused. Blah blah blah. This being an alternate universe, there's a hint that then they might introduce Venom. With his new suit having an AI that's based on Peter's own personality. So I've always learned that AIs, you can't trust them, because sometimes if they're based on your own personality, they'll try to replace you to take over your family because you become unreliable. So I don't, like I said, with AI and having AI suits, because they're all using Stark Tech, it's based off of Tony suits, the symbiote. Yeah, it's interesting to see where it's going to go. Kingpin Sinister 6 gathers a team. Kingpin's gathering a team to deal with his massive vigilante problem, but a group of supervillains isn't the only challenge Spider-Man will face. Meanwhile, Green Goblin joins forces with Doc Ock. Does Ock get his own suit? With tentacles?
Well, there may not be a lot of action in this issue, because I saw Gabe Hernandez, who I trust and I respect, was not happy with this issue at all. But I think that people are just expecting different things out of this. Because I went into the thread and I heard some people saying that, this book has been shit, but people are so desperate for Peter and MJ together that they just lap it up like trained seals. I almost responded to that guy. But yeah, he he may not be 100% wrong, actually. But I mean, the clapping like trained seals or whatever it was, maybe not so much. But I think part of what is getting this book, like I said, I have no problems. I've enjoyed this book immensely. I don't need wall-to-wall action.
No. Well, the main series it wasn't always the main wall-to-wall action. It wasn't that. There was a lot of slow parts building up. But
one of the things I've enjoyed the most about is seeing, like I said, Ben alive. That's new. Jonah as a good, as a nice guy.
yeah,
Something new. An intact marriage with kids. I said, if Harry does a heel turn, I'm probably out because then it becomes just another Spider-Man book. But as long as they keep doing things different than they've done in the past, I'm along for the ride. But I don't need. I don't. I mean, a talking head book is fine if it's done well, and and I'm not even a big Hickman fan, but I'm enjoying this.
The only thing I can see them doing is maybe having Kingpin kill Harry or something like that, or the Kingpin resulting in Gwen's death and Harry trying to kill the Kingpin and all that stuff, and then Peter having to stop him. Like there's so many variants you can do with that.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's a crazy idea. How about Peter and Mary Jane having adult friendships with another couple?
I know, I like it.
I said this doesn't have to be. We don't need. I don't need a tragic element introduced into this series.
Yeah, but it always seems to be the case, though. Eventually,
we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Now we was talking about covers as far as the villain looming over the city.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about this? He's swinging through the Fat Man.
It took me a second to realize that was Kingpin.
Yeah,
that's clever. I kind of like it. Was that a variant or the main cover?
This is the variant. This is the cover B, I think it is.
That's right, because the main covers all have kind of like the same.
Yeah, the borders. Yeah. But I thought that was kind of cool. Now this is the variant that shows Sinister Six. I guess maybe. Old man. And it looks like Tarantula, maybe. Raven and Mysterio. So I don't know. I'm kind of digging this. I'm not sure about the old man Mole Man. It's a step up from his his short stature, but I don't know if this is what they're gonna go with. Sure, maybe, or this is this guy's imagination, but it looks kind of cool. Yeah, this is the other variants, the other thing they have people do with the slideshow things.
Yeah, before we go on to the trades, since we're ahead of the schedule, there is a back issue coming out tomorrow.
Oh, there is a back issue. I saw, the facsimile, right?
No, it's the not ready for primetime DC heroes. It's way down. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, there's no sell.
Hold on. Variants, almost coming out.
No, back issue. The magazine.
Oh, the back issue magazine. Okay, that's what threw me off.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in with the rest of the stuff.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to find any of the other stuff on there, so it's. But something else caught my eye too. A book called Standstill, about a guy that can stop time, and he basically uses it to basically get revenge on people. I'm going to look through that. That has possibility.
Yeah, I went through what it passed. Hey, look, adult stuff. What the heck?
You have some different stuff on yours than mine, so you have yours set up different. But
I just took the filter off so I don't have all the facsimiles and stuff.
But yeah, assuming it comes, there it is, back issue one, right on top of Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I have that. That's on my pull list this week. And I was trying to find the other one you're talking about, the Stan.
It's a couple rows up from this, I think.
Standstill. Okay. Oh, let's go to Standstill. Riker Royd, an enigmatic
Enigmatic.
I know it's just an enigmatic, lecherous, and clinically insane sociopath who has stolen a top secret device can freeze time. Now, as the bodies of the world leaders pile up, famous works of art go missing, and other strange crimes dominate the headlines, only the device creator, a run-of-the-mill science geek known as What's Happening, and sets out to stop Riker's seemingly endless revenge tour. If you could stop time, what would you do? Oversized first issue contains 60 double-page spreads showcasing Andrew Robinson's incredible art. It's written by the amazing Lee Luffridge. Colors on Deadly Class and The Good Asian. So the guy who basically did the art is now doing writing. I hope it's better than Tom McFarlane. Whenever a good artist does a book, then starts writing. So, There's Mateo Scalera as a rap rock. That's cool.
Yes, I might give that one a shot. Depending on, I'll look through it and see what it looks. Yeah,
it's only $4.99 though, so it's not like you're paying a lot of money. 1 in 15, right there. A little incentive cover. So it's 1 of 8. So it's gonna be 8 issues, I guess. That's what it looks like. Yeah. All right. I'll probably check it out. Maybe wait for the trade. On to the back issue this week. Not ready for primetime heroes. Yeah, Bartok, Superman's frenemy. I thought that was what's his name? I thought that was Sean Connery.
That's who it was patterned from.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, how can I guess? Rest in peace, Metamucil. And you're still the Element Man. Lilith, the telepathic Teen Titan, who's now gay.
Is she?
Probably. She's hanging out with Paige. You know what Paige is, right?
The Power Girl?
Yeah.
Is Power Girl gay now?
No, she likes guys that are what's it? Remember She's Out of Your League? They're pretty much doing that.
Mm.
Alrighty, from team players who wannabes, meet the Bronze Age not so ready for primetime DC heroes. Black Canary, the Elongated Man, Lilith, Metamorpho, Nubia. Really, Nubia? The Odd Man, Ultra of Prime Earth, Earth Prime, Vartox, and Jimmy Olsen as Mr. Action. Never heard of that. Plus,
yeah, that was his nickname when he was not a golly gee whiz, but they kind of aged him into an adult, and he could handle himself in fights and stuff. And
yep,
so he was Mr. Action.
All right. We got here featuring Mike W. Barr, Carrie Bates, Steve Ditko, Bob Haney, Denny O'Neil, Mike Sikowski, Mark. Hey, wait, Mark Waite's in this? Oh, he can't get, bro. Sorry.
In DC.
And we're ready for primetime talent. Retro cover by Nick Hardy. Nice. Something crawled out. Vault.
Yeah, I read the synopsis. It didn't do a whole lot for me.
Yeah, I didn't even see the standstill. Then again, I really didn't look through a lot of these.
I usually find those because I know the stuff that I'm buying is way down.
Yeah,
I'm not exactly other than Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah,
I Rich Plate's coming out this week. I haven't even read the first one to even see if I even cared for the second one. There's your Epitaz from the Abyss #2.
I'll probably give it one more shot.
Who's on this giant size store? I bet you it's Ewing and then people I don't care about. let's see, Al Ewing, Brian Hitch. There's gotta be. You can't tell me that's the only. No, it was this one. It's here you go. Bob Horace, Butch Geist. So it's Power and the Pride. It's actually that's the backup story. And I guess that's it. Ewing, Level, and Gruex. So it says, yeah. A giant-sized Thor Spectacular. Guest starring Hercules. Thor, All-Father, and Hercules, God of Heroes, have joined forces many times as friends, fierce rivals, but never before like this. For in the farthest reaches of space, the deific duo face the greatest and most terrifying war machine ever created. Don Cheadle is War Machine. And it bore the thunderous face. This is the story of the giant-sized Thor. Also reprinting. So basically, you're getting a new story with a better story in the back.
Well, that particular issue, it's this kid. He meets Hercules and asks, "Have you ever fought Thor?" And he goes, "Of course I." And he tells the story, and he's in his story, he's kicking the shit out of Thor.
Oh, this cover sat aside.
Oh, Herky, you're so godly.
Well, Simon's is on vacation, so art
thou. Yeah. And he, at the end, the kid starts crying, and he goes, what's wrong? He goes, "Thor's my favorite hero," and Hercules gets that. He goes, "But then, verily and forsooth, the son of Odin regrouped," and he changes the story so that Thor wins to make the little kid happy. And it was just a really neat story.
Bob Lane didn't cover Butch Geist. That's cool. Butch Geist and Bob Lane. Wow. That's how you know you're getting good stuff too. I'm not sure what Bob Horace really wrote a lot of. I'm not familiar, but I do recognize the name.
Well, he was editor-in-chief at Marvel for a while, and he was the one that was at DC and said, "As long as I'm here, Mark Waid will not work at this company." Less than a month after they fired him, they brought Waid back.
All right, Wolverine not dead yet. Okay, so he was an X-Men a little bit. All right, huh?
Okay, it kind of looks like if L.A. Knight were a normal-sized dude and was an accountant somewhere.
That's the first thing I thought of when I looked over. I was like, it's L.A. Knight if he was old.
Let me write something for you. Yeah.
I can't stand L.A. Knight. Sorry. They need to change the name. It's like Hunter Hearst Helmsley. As soon as they called it Triple H, then it took off. L.A. Knight. It's not it, bro.
I wish they'd let him keep Eli Drake, but I guess that's neither here nor
Eli
there.
Drake, it was a much better name.
Well, no one's allowed to keep their names.
No.
Mark Grunwald, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, still blows my mind that Mark Grunwald has his body is inked mixing with the blood or mixing with the ink on I think it was a Supreme or Supreme Squadron or something. Squadron Supreme. That's just crazy if that's true. Hey, look, it's Predator versus Black Panther. Benjamin Percy and Chris. Why? Well, who wants? You know what would be great? Go against Predator. How about we just had Wolverine? Well, why don't we just do Black Panther? Black Panther's dead. Sorry, he's not eating a Wolverine. He gonna survive that long. But look, Jenny Sparks is coming out too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Local Man is another book you guys should be getting.
What talentless hack did they give Jenny Sparks to?
Tom King.
Is it Tom King?
And Jeff Spokes.
No, and Captain Adams the villain, so Jenny Sparks can be amazeballs.
She has the power to control other people. So that's Eisner Award winner Keen delivers a new Wildstorm series. Rising star artist Jeff Spokes. Yeah. Happy for Jeff Spokes, but I wish you'd done a better book that actually sell better. What could four strangers have to do with the fate of the world? Find out as Captain Atom goes rogue, threatening to destroy the planet as he wants to protect. Can any hero stop him? Well, it may take the most conventional of them all. Jenny Sparks, the one woman tasked with keeping all the heroes in line. Blech. And won't quit until the job is done. Why isn't Megan Fitzmartin writing this? She'd love this.
What's the difference?
The spirit of the 20th century returns for the 21st.
Can we go to the trades now? God, get this wretch off of here.
Hey, look, it's Daredevil without fear. A woman without fear, sorry. Yeah. Look at it's Spider-Woman. No, it's Black Widow and Agent Flash again. Yeah. Dude, awesome cover, but it's being written by someone that probably sucks. Who's writing this actually?
Oh, I thought you were pointing to Gotham City Sirens. Because it certainly applies to that.
Steve Fox.
There you go.
On a fantastic cover, though. Yeah, that's Lionel Francis Yu, or whatever his name is.
This rule that only women and gay men can write women, that's got to stop, Marvel. What the hell?
Bring it back to old white guys who actually draw women looking like hot babes and actually kicking ass. That's how you get guys to read that stuff.
They can at least write a story that somebody actually wants to read.
Because I don't know anybody's picking that up. Thundercats has been great too. It's another throwback series. If you like the Energon universe, check that out. The new Conan Barbarian is 14, a story arc. Ignore the bad Jay Lee art on the cover, but he's basically having a new love interest. Yep.
Yeah. Just not a fan of Jay Lee at this point.
When you draw women look
I'm a fan of Jay Lee, the person.
Yeah.
It's not his art.
When you draw women looking like aliens, they're not supposed to be aliens.
I was today years old when I learned Doug Braithwaite was black.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
This could have been the first cut. It's been the cover. That's what a woman looks like. That's what she looks like in the book. No. Yeah.
Well,
so like I said, it's a fun book. Yeah, these are two books I would be getting, but wow, this sucks. Yeah. I read the first issue, and it was just horrible. Walking Dead's coming out. G.I. Joe American Hero, for those who like G.I. Joe, that's coming out. That's in 309. Dark Knights of Steel, didn't know that there's a sequel, but that's out coming out the way as well. Destro's out in number 3. And then, you guys are telling else. Let's go to trades. Trades for this week. Let's see here. Skip everything.
Oh yeah. Next. Oh, okay. You were wondering. You were asking about McFarlane, the Peter David and Tom McFarlane Hulks?
Yeah.
There they are. I would highly recommend that. They are just flat out great comic.
Oof. Hulk don't look too good. Oh. Look at that toe gap. Oof. 11 years. Wow. I guess it just blows my mind when I think about a single writer was on a book for 11 years because they barely get 4.
And unfortunately, I think they started they started tampering with his vision. And I guess the plus side for some fans, it got the Maestro.
Yeah.
I was not a Maestro fan, so.
Like Incredible Hulk. Yeah. 331 through 346. Marvel graphic novel, and then Incredible Hulk, and The Thing.
That's Jim Starlin writing and drawing the graphic novel.
Nice.
Yeah, I said this is it'd be hard pressed to find something better in the trades than this. Yeah, it is because it was. I'd always been a Hulk fan.
So reading this, it says Rick Jones, Days of the Rampage Hulk. He basically Rick Jones is the Hulk.
He had become the Hulk. He tried to save Bruce Banner's life and somehow became the Hulk for a couple issues. But then, something happened that turned him into this. This is Joe Fixit.
Yeah. Okay.
This character evolved into Joe Fixit,
and that's supposed to be Betty hanging on to him.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't picture Betty being blonde. She's always in the movies. She's always been a brunette.
And this had such good art, pretty much all the way through it. Todd McFarlane is the third best artist that worked on this book.
Wow.
Because Dale Keown, who personally I think he would never, no one's ever going to say he's better than McFarlane. Yeah. I happen to think he is. And Gary Frank was on the book for years.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it, Wrightson? Somehow I had in my head that Starlin drew it too. Yep. No, that's even better because Wrightson is I love Jim Starlin, but I was never the biggest fan of his art.
Wait, there's a Joe Rosen, a brother?
I guess
there's a Sam Rosen on Spider-Man. At least there was. I don't know, but I think it's also in Daredevil. I think we're in those. All right, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I said I would be checking out the in-stock trades and stuff. Because I said if I didn't have the issues, I'd be jumping all over it. But actually, I've got a couple of Peter David collections. Trade. So,
like I said, the one thing we haven't read on this channel is many Hulk issues. I wouldn't mind reading them, even if we're not having them up. I think they'd be kind of interesting to read. So, as I said, Peter David has always been the one I've been looking at. So,
no, I said there's in my humble opinion, I always talk about Miller's Daredevil, Simonson's Thor. Although I like DeFalco's better, I acknowledge that Simonson's is better. But I like Denny O'Neil's Iron Man, Burns' Fantastic Four, Claremont's X-Men. Peter David's Hulk belongs in that conversation, straight up. It's one of the top 10 Marvel runs in that company's history, again, in my opinion.
Cool. All right. Did I? Okay. All right, cool. Close this out. That's going for $45.
Well, considering even though the issue 340 has dropped over $200, it's still over $200.
Wow!
So that's that. All of a sudden, 45 doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah. Complete Invincible Library Volume 6. This is $125. I think I already have this. I have I looked out. This is basically if you didn't get missed out on getting the other trades. I think I have behind. I have them somewhere. I put them away. They had the 20th anniversary came out last year, so you got all complete omnibuses. So now they're releasing them in volumes now. So collection number 11. Literally, this I gotta say though, they are milking this IP to the bone. They're to the last drop.
Yep. I liked. I mean, I read the first 100 or so, and I really liked it a lot. But I don't know if that's anything I would want to read again. Not because it wasn't worth reading again, but because I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. But
the reason they're reprinting it because there's new fans because of the show. It makes sense. Release it. But if you are worrying about not being able to collect this, there already is so many times it's been collected. Right. You can find the ultimate trade collections out that went for 27 volumes, You know, now they're releasing again, and it's called the Complete Invincible Library instead of being the Ultimate Collection. I got the omnibus, which had 3 omnibuses, big giant omnibus, the white books, and then I had the complete library, you know, in one omnibus. So I have 4 books, big giant tomes that are just complete series. Would I collect this again? Not in this format, because especially at $125, every volume that comes out is $125. When I have 4 books, which are probably I paid about $100, probably around $400, because each one were like going over $100. So I don't know. I feel like you're paying way more if you're collecting, if you're not getting as much. But the other thing is great about this, Invincible, they're releasing in manga format now. So if you, for those who are like manga, like you get the little compacts, like the DC's doing with their compact, books, and you're going to get it in manga size format kind of style books. So you can slip it in with the manga. When people go to buy manga, they'll check out Invincible. All right. So that's Swamp Thing, Nancy Collins, Omnibus. We don't care about. That is Hickman. Is it Kirkman Cable? I can't remember what that is. Elseworlds Justice League Volume 1. This come out this week as well. So if you don't have any of these collected or any of these issues, any of the Elseworld stuff, they're collecting them all for you and putting them in little trades. Bear Pirate Viking Queen. I guess that'd be collected too. What we got here? The Original Years Aliens Epic Collection. Avengers Floating Heads by Jason Aaron. If you did not know this is Jason Aaron's, you just bought a bit off that cover. You're like, oh, I'm getting old school. And then you open up, it's Jason Aaron. That would just tick me off. Jeff Johns, Hal Jordan Returns. This is Sentry. Oh, this is the new one. This is the old one.
Yeah, it's the one where she's like a lesbian in a wheelchair now.
Yeah.
There was a time, son of a bitch.
What? The Fear?
Yeah, God, I hope I have that.
Haunt of Fear, Volume 4. I knew it was coming up. But you know what I saw to the left of it? Color Barks. Delight and Fright. Now that an affordable paperback, this 4th volume of EC Comics horror classic, The Cult of Fear collects a gruesome medley of unforgettable frights, featuring art from the legendary talents of Bill Gaines, Al Feldstein, Graham Ingalls, George Evans, Jack Kamen. You've heard it 3 ways.
Kamen.
Yep. Jack Davis and Reed Crandall. Haunt of Fear 19 through 24 includes a foreword by Rob Zombie. Blech. Yeah, magazine size, perfect bound, $20. 216 pages.
Yeah, I get every one of these to come out that I don't have.
Yeah.
I've shown these before.
Yeah. So this is one you already have?
I don't know. I'll check as soon as this is over, because I've got them in. I've got them in this room now, but I can't see across the room.
Well, the good thing is you're off camera, so no one can see. You walk across. From the Everglades to Grand Canyon, danger at every turn. Lost Civilizations takes a duck deep into the Everglades, where they find Florida Man. No, it's good. Dynamic measles, who have escaped a detection from outsiders since the day of Ponce de Leon, and want to keep it that way. The fun comes in Fast and Furious. Donald invents a radar detector to track the nephews. The boys open their own detective agency. An ice skating race, water skiing race. Nephews fall into the Grand Canyon. And Donald decides to build the largest kite in the world. Plus Bark's only Mickey Mouse mystery. Mickey Mouse in the middle of the red hat. 250 pages. Yeah,
Jackson, is that the Hulk Epic Collection? It's 28 on an in stock trade.
probably. I imagine. Yeah. He says I'm the same when I see creepy. But,
Yep. Yeah, fortunately, I don't have to worry about that for walks. I've got the first 11 Creepy and Eerie's in hardcover. And honestly, I don't know if I'll go any farther than that because compared to EC,
yeah. 3.
it's a bit lacking. It's still good. I mean, I still recommend them, but yeah, then again, everything comes up lacking when you put it against EC. So I guess that's not.
So
bad.
I guess for fans of Cuphead, Volume 3 is coming out. Trade for 11 Deluxe at Dark Horse. So
Hey, that's what we'll probably have if the election goes the wrong way. The Ministry of Compliance.
yes, you will. 30 Days a Night is being collected, and book 2, Deluxe Edition. If only they can make the art better. Like I tried reading it. I was just like couldn't get into it because the art was just so awful. Satellite Sam. Huh. Matt Fraction, Howard Chaykin. Never heard that name in a while. Satellite Sam. Where I'd see these are the dollar bins. $3. And then here's the Marvel Governor Works. Fantastic Four, Volume 26. Yeah. Huh. 228 through 285. And the Avengers Annual number 17, I think it is. And Marvel graphic novel number 18 by John Byrne.
Yeah, the Governor Works are just they're pretty, but they're too expensive for what you get. I mean, that's the high end of reprints. Obviously.
You know what? Even when I buy them, they say $75, but when I get them at my shop, they're usually half off. So I'm paying half that. Sometimes even cheaper than that. All those Golden Age, if you want like the Golden Age ones, the Marvel Golden Age Heroes stuff or Superman things, stuff, my shop's got them. They just sit there. No one, they're collecting dust. No one wants them, so they've marked them down so far down. They're out of print. So, like, I can get the Marvel Masterworks or version of Fantasy Four Volume 1 is there. I think Daredevil number 1 is there too. I know they have at least Miss Marvel number 2. They never have a number 1. It's always number 2.
What is the Scream?
I don't know. It's Rebellion. Yeah, I think. It must be on your end. I can hear a car alarm going off in the distance.
No, that's the sound that they make at Yankee Stadium whenever a Yankee pitcher strikes somebody out.
You're that close to Yankee Stadium. Yeah, I'm like, I have my window open for the first time, so I'm like, somebody's car alarm going off. All right. 40 years since IPC launched the UK's most iconic horror anthology, and single volume collects all the strips included. 15-issue run of Scream, produced from the depths of King's Reach Tower by the mysterious undead editor Ghastly McNasty. Ooh. The first issue of Scream was unleashed on March 24th, 1984. More tongue-in-cheek than horrific, the comic was an immediate hit with the younger fans intended a pair of fake vampire fangs attached to a cover. A number of the Fantastic News strips, such from talents as Alan Moore, John Wagner, Jose Ortiz, Cam Kennedy, Tom Tully, Alan Grant, and Eric Bradbury. Yeah. Ian Rimmer and Barry Tomlinson doing editors, giving introductions, reprints of strips and covers from each issue in order, as well as such as unpublished pages and a gallery of ghastly McNasty images. So it's a British horror magazine.
Interesting.
Comic strips, maybe? I don't know if they show.
Jackson, you meant that all the regoverning will be later used to make the epic.
Yeah. So Steve Parkhouse. I think that's. It sounds familiar. Ron Smith. I don't recognize any of these writers. These artists. Sorry, you recognize these artists?
Just a couple. Steve Dillon,
Yeah, yeah.
Cam Kennedy, I've heard of.
I haven't even heard of some of these writers. I'm trying to see Alan Moore. He looks like my deceased uncle.
Shit, he's not even the weirdest looking dude in those two rows.
Yeah, I know.
That guy, Chris Louder.
John Wigner looks like he's just been pissed this whole entire time. Alan Grant, man, he's still stuck in the 70s. Wow. Alrighty, what else we got here? I think that's it. That's it for the trades, man.
Oh, what do you know?
Yep. All right. Let's look at what's going on in the chat. Anything exciting going on here? Let's see here. Marani's comic mixing. It was the first printing of the trade paperback compilation of Squadron Supreme, where Grunwald's ashes were mixed into the printing ink. Any interest to read that on the channel? Squadron Supreme. Squadron Supreme.
It would take 2 hours an issue.
Really?
Yes.
Well, the great thing is that there's no puppeting, so we could take it 2 hours for one issue. Because we have to listen about him giggling and breaking and not being able to do his lines. Thundercats on a silver surfboard is funny. Yeah. What's up, Jay? MK says Jay Lee's art is weird. He did a few MK covers. Huh? Dirk says a steel hard pass on that one. Yeah. Like the closest I get to Elseworlds I like from anything DC is kind of like the old what we're doing right now with the Kryptonian Age. Gotham by Gaslight or something like that, you know. Mainly because I like that. I love westerns. So if I can get DC westerns, kind of cool. Early Hulk looked like Grundy with a gray color, kind of. All right, a British horror. I didn't say horror. Now I did, but if it was talked about on I Love Comics, which will be over in the next 20 minutes. Check that out. I'll be doing a cover ranking, which I believe tonight.
Treasuries.
Yes. Treasuries.
Did you get a hold of the young ladies?
They are busy on Tuesday nights.
Aha.
And Thursdays. They have RPGs, they do stuff, and I think so. Let me see here. Where it says, yeah, Treasury editions tonight. We are. Does he have it set up? Yeah, okay. Upcoming. Ranking Marvel Treasury editions. Comic book covers. Tier list. Cool. That'll be in the next 15 minutes over on I Love Comics. If there's anything you guys want us to maybe check out on their, or as far as new readings, maybe different titles, let us know down below in the comment section. Also, if you haven't done so, go check over on Extreme Movie Show. Rob and I are basically left 3 options for you guys to choose from as far as we are in our Sunday review at 7 p.m. Eastern. Escape from Alcatraz, The Rock, or Assassins, Nintendo Banderas. So go vote for that if you haven't done so. And if you want to help the channel, you guys can do a couple of ways. You can go through GoFi.com. You can donate money there. If you want to help us pay for the StreamYard and also pay for the comic books we use, the readings, the Comixology. You can also just leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of everything on here. Helps with the algorithm. Helps share the channel as well too. That click like, all that fun stuff. And I think we're gonna wrap it up here. This might be our shortest top 5. Unless you got something else you want to talk about for a few minutes.
No,
Do you want to rant about Mark Wade?
nah.
Right? Oh man. Oh. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys. I think that's about it. And for those who are watching on Twitch, so thank you for watching on Twitch. And for those who are watching on YouTube, thank you for being here. Check out the channel on Thursday when we do our best of the week, where it'll be me, Breen, and I think Zach will be back from vacation by then. Just going to talk about the books that we talked about tonight. See where they fall. Will they be the best books of the week, or will we find something else we didn't talk about that'll be better?
That's right.
Plus,
We'll be talking about good books, and Zach will come in and talk about books.
And what back issues will we have to show off? All right, kids. Thank you for being here. We'll see you real soon.
See you in the other room.